Hey guys, and welcome back to another Off the Cuff. It's going to be a brief one today. Just thought we'd look into the background of some of the people involved in the Kenosha Rittenhouse event. So we know that there were 3 shooting victims, 2 of them died, and 1 of them was injured. Everybody knows about the first one, Joseph Rosenbaum, and the fact that he was a cheese pizza. And that he had done, trying to be safe for the YouTube algorithms, Joseph Rosenbaum. So yeah, here we go. There's quite a lot to cover, we'll put it that way. And I'm not sure how much I should really put up here, because any excuse, as we all know, to censor you, and they will take it. But yeah, needless to say, there are 1 or 2 horrendous things on his record. Yes, so when we hear them chanting all these things about heroes and JoJo. Oh, and this was just while he was in prison. And this was just 1 trip to prison. Like, Jesus, listen, mental health issues, I get it. But still, you know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway, so there you go. There's a little insight. So yeah, that's him. And then this guy, Gage Grosskreutz, he also has a long rap sheet. Surprise, surprise. So it shouldn't matter in a court case what the people on one side or people on either side, technically it shouldn't matter what they've done. But I think that when we see the mainstream media smearing the crap out of a 17-year-old cadet and wannabe fireman, I think you kind of, and also glorifying the people on the other side, and we hear people outside the court trying to influence the jury, and they're shouting things like, "Justice for JoJo," and "Anthony and JoJo heroes, Anthony and JoJo heroes." I feel like, it's got to be owed to the universe for some people to know who these people are. So as I say, we already know who Joseph Rosenbaum is. And let's talk about Gage Grosskreutz. So he's been on Good Morning America. He's been on CNN. He's been on ABC. He's been on a fair few different big TV shows, paid. And they believe that this is a good man to educate America on the real facts of the situation, even though the trial is not over and the jury has not come to their verdict. We know that the President of the United States, he is also smearing this young man, 17 at the time. He put pictures of him in when the President Biden put together his little video when he was running for president, and when he was talking about white supremacists, he had pictures of Kyle. They asked last night Jen Psaki, I believe she is the press secretary or the press spokesman for the White House. She pretty much backed it up when somebody said, do you think it's something along the lines of, do you think it's right that the president is smearing someone who has not yet had the verdict decided upon their case? She answered with, well, I'm not talking specifically because I can't. We're in the middle of a trial. Well, nice that she realizes now. But let's just say this. We don't stand for vigilantes. We don't stand for people for killing people or something. Crazy. For those of you that didn't see the Joe Rogan thing with Tim Pool last night, whatever you think of Tim Pool, I thought it was great. It was nice to see the fact that Joe was admitting that, because of the way that tech and the media do a lot of censoring to try and mold and manipulate the narrative, that he genuinely thought that this kid had traveled with a gun over state lines to go and carry out some sort of mass shootings. Anyway, so back to Gage Grosskreutz. So we know he has a rap sheet. This is his rap sheet. So let's have a look. Okay, so we have simple assault, domestic violence, alleged to have slapped grandmother and smashed a lamp, burglary of home, criminal trespass to dwelling or disorderly conduct. So he entered somebody's home, stole video game equipment, and broke the lights with, don't know. Criminal damage to property, alleged to have smashed the windows of the house where his girlfriend was, and he threatened her. DUI, possession of firearm by a felon, possession of firearm while intoxicated, endangering safety, that's ironic, by use of dangerous weapons. So he blew a .159, so that's twice the legal limit, whilst driving and with possession of a loaded firearm at the same time. So that's great, driving along with a loaded weapon whilst drunk. So loud noise, obedience to officers, well, that's to be expected from people like him. So he's playing loud music and refused to provide police with ID. And then 16th of July, August, 16th of, so not about 10 days before the Rittenhouse incident, prowling, videotaping personal police officer vehicles in a PD parking lot. So he was there getting number plate of police officers' personal cars. Clearly a lovely guy. And then there was this. So this was around 6 weeks for the Kenosha incident where he was stopped for a DUI. Let's see how that went. Because I'm sure he was very polite and very kind towards the officers doing their jobs.
Hello, sir. Officer Lazarus, West Dallas Police Department. You don't mind pulling over today?
Nope.
Okay. When you turned on to 60th Street from Greenfield, you didn't use your turning signal. Alright. Do you have your ID on you?
I do, but
What's that?
I do, but it's like literally right behind my buddy's seat right here.
Okay.
Don't really want to reach for it.
I got you. Are there any weapons inside the car?
Absolutely not.
No. Okay. Where are you guys coming from today?
I don't have questions.
You don't answer questions? Okay. Anything to drink tonight, sir?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Well, I'm going to need to identify you, so do you have your ID on you?
If it's behind him, but I don't want to reach or anything.
I got you. Sir, do you have your ID on you?
Do you need mine?
I do need yours.
If you need mine, I can give you mine.
Sure. Is there a reason that you didn't use your turning signal when you turned onto 60th Street? Sir? Driver? You don't answer questions? Okay. I'll take your ID if you just want to pass that over to me.
Do you need mine?
I do need yours, yes.
Why do you need yours?
Because, sir, he's not wearing a seatbelt, and neither are you.
No, I just took mine off because you pulled me over.
That doesn't make any sense, sir. I'll take your ID.
No, I understand you, but...
Okay. Driver, do you have your ID on you?
Am I allowed to reach?
Yeah, go ahead. Where is it? Why don't you tell me where it is before you reach?
So it's right behind my passenger.
Where is it, sir? Do you mind if we get it since you don't want to reach?
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, we need to identify you, sir. So we need your ID. Okay, does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay, so where's your ID?
Literally,
Why don't you do me a favor and shut the car off, sir?
see that?
314.
Put the keys right here.
Sure. All right. Now, I'll take your ID, please.
I don't have it on.
All right. Why don't you step out of the car, sir? Step out of the car, sir. Come on to the back. Do you have any weapons or anything on you?
Absolutely not.
No? Okay. All right. Can't patch down. All right. Put your phone on top of the car, please.
I'd like to contact my attorney, please.
Not at this point. All right. You can face me, sir. Why don't you tell me your name verbally since you don't want to grab your ID?
My ID is back there.
I know, but you refused to grab it when I asked you for it.
Well, because I don't want to grab behind the chair.
I got you. Okay. Why don't you give me your name verbally then?
Not to. No, it's
Okay. Sir, how much have you had to drink tonight?
none.
Okay. Would you be willing to perform some standardized field sobriety test?
No.
You said no. Okay.
I'd like to contact my attorney before I answer any questions.
At this point, you're not going to be making any phone calls, okay? Because I'm in the middle of a traffic stop. We're in the middle of an investigation here, okay?
Sorry, but
So-
I don't answer any questions without my attorney.
Okay. So you're not going to identify yourself?
I don't answer any questions without my attorney present.
Do you own the vehicle, sir?
I don't answer any questions without my attorney present.
Okay. Are you willing to perform standardized field sobriety tests because I have the odor of alcohol coming from your breath, sir?
I don't answer any questions without my attorney
You're
present.
slurring your speech as well, sir.
I don't answer any questions without my attorney present.
Okay. Sir, based on your driving behavior, all right, the fact that you're slurring your speech, you have the odor of alcohol coming from your breath, ingest intoxicants, okay, I believe you're impaired, okay, and I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, all right. I want to have you perform some standardized field sobriety tests so that I know it's safe for you to be operating a motor vehicle at this point. Okay? No, leave the phone there.
Would you be willing to do that?
Sir, you're not allowed to be at your phone at this time, okay?
I don't answer any questions without my attorney present.
Okay. Would you be willing to perform some standardized field sobriety
I
tests?
don't answer any questions.
I need to make sure it's safe for you to be operating a motor vehicle at this point, sir. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I don't answer any questions without my attorney present.
Okay. Is there a reason why you wouldn't perform standardized field sobriety
I
tests?
don't answer any questions without my attorney present.
Okay.
Would you like to talk to my attorney?
No, why don't you just hang out here with this officer right now? Okay?
A little what?
All right, sir. We're not getting very much cooperation out of your buddy here, okay? What's his deal?
He's a little apprehensive. I know he got his wallet stolen from him recently, so he's
Stolen from where?
I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. Why is he refusing to answer basic questions? He's refusing to identify himself as well.
I don't know personally. I don't want to give out too much information about him.
Okay.
He's a high priority, national news recently. So
Okay.
I'm trying to-
Okay. Well, he's a driver of a vehicle,
No, I
and there
understand.
is a traffic infraction, so we have to identify
I
him. You
understand.
know what I'm
We
saying?
looked at the police officer in front of us, and
That
we've
was
seen him.
that was
That
me.
was you? Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw that you guys didn't use your turning signal when you turned on the.
We were. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the driver. So
I got you.
don't know.
I got you. Where are you guys coming from today?
I'm at buddy's house. We will leaving a buddy's house, hit McDonald's, and we're going.
I got you. All right. At this point, I was speaking with your driver here. He's refusing to identify himself. I had the odor of ingest intoxicants coming from his breath in person. Okay. You know how much he's had to drink tonight?
Personally, I have no idea.
Okay.
We said we'd come to a buddy's house.
Were you guys drinking over there?
No, we actually weren't.
Okay. There's no need to lie. He smells like it.
No, I
Okay.
understand that.
Okay. So just be honest.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
No. Yeah. What?
I said I'm not sure.
You're not sure if you guys were drinking over there?
I'm not sure if we were drinking or not.
We're still okay. All right, so I'm gonna give you one last option, Gage. All right, because right now you're leaving me with nothing. You're leaving me no option here. I need to make sure that it's safe for you to be driving. If not, based on my observations, I believe you're impaired and you're operating a motor vehicle. Okay. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying?
I just want to talk to my attorney. Can you give me that at least?
What's
Not
that?
saying I'm being uncooperative. I just want to talk to my attorney before I move forward.
Are you scanning?
Huh?
You scanning?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oak Creek's pursuing a car.
All right. I'm not going to let you make a phone call at this point. I'm asking you if you will perform standardized field sobriety tests, and this is your last option. I don't want to hear you ask about your attorney, and I don't want to hear any other excuse. I want to know, will you perform the test, yes or no?
So why are you pulling me over?
I told you because you didn't use your turning signal when you were on Greenfield and you turned onto 60th Street. That's the reason for the traffic stop.
Because I came to a complete stop and then turned right?
You did not use your turning signal while conducting the turn. That is why I pulled you over. Okay? All right, so will you perform the test for me, sir?
25 is monitoring house city limits.
I would like to talk to my attorney and I have a right
Okay.
to do that.
Okay, is that your...
I have a right to do
I need a yes or no answer. regarding the test. Will you perform the test? That's going
I'm
to
not
be a
saying
yes or
I
no.
won't.
That's going to be a yes or no.
I have right to talk to my attorney.
Okay. Yes or no.
I have right to talk to my attorney.
Okay. If that's the case, if you're not going to perform the test, I need you to stand up for me.
You don't need to.
We'll help you out.
I know.
All right. You don't want to perform the test?
I'm not saying I don't want to perform the test.
All right. Based on my observations, you're going to be placed under arrest for operating while intoxicated.
Yeah, it's
He just told you.
Aurora Healthcare Center. Not even
What's that, sir?
I never said I wouldn't perform it.
All right. Let's walk this way. I'm going to go to the back of my squad over here. See. Do you need anything from inside the vehicle, like a wallet or a phone or anything like that? Do you? All right, Gage, whenever someone's arrested for operating while intoxicated, it's required that this form is read to them. This is called the informing the accused form, okay? I'm going to read this form to you, all right? And then at the conclusion, I'm going to have a question for you. So do your best to pay attention. Some of this stuff applies to you, some of it will not, okay? All right, I'm going to start over. Under Wisconsin's implied consent law, I'm required to read this notice to you. You have either been arrested for an offense that involves driving or operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol or drugs or both, or you are the operator of a vehicle that was involved in an accident that caused the death of, great bodily harm to, or substantial bodily harm to a person, or you are suspected of driving or being on duty time with respect to a commercial motor vehicle after consuming an intoxicating beverage. This law enforcement agency now wants to test one or more samples of your breath, blood, or urine to determine the concentration of alcohol or drugs in your system. If any test shows more alcohol in your system than the law permits while driving, your operating privilege will be suspended. If you refuse to take any test that this agency requests, your operating privilege will be revoked, and you will be subject to other penalties. The test results or the fact that you refuse testing can be used against you in court. If you take all the requested tests, you may choose to take further tests. You may take the alternative test that this law enforcement agency provides free of charge. You also may have a test conducted by a qualified person of your choice at your expense. You, however, will have to make your own arrangements for that test. If you have a commercial driver's license or were operating a commercial motor vehicle, other consequences may result from positive test results or from refusing testing, such as being placed out of service or disqualified. In addition, your operating privileges will also be suspended if a detectable amount of a restricted controlled substance is in your blood. So, Gage, the question I have for you is, will you submit to an evidentiary chemical test of your blood?
I want to talk to my attorney.
It's a yes or no answer.
I want to talk to my attorney.
It's a yes or no answer.
I want to talk to my attorney.
It's a yes or no answer. Will you submit to an evidentiary chemical test of your blood? If you do not answer with a yes or no answer, I'm going to consider it a refusal.
As I've stated since the whole time, I want to talk to my attorney.
Okay, like I said before, I need a yes or no answer. Are you refusing to answer with a yes or no answer?
Like I said, I want to talk to my attorney.
Okay, it's going to be a refusal, okay?
I want to talk to my attorney.
All right, it's going to be a refusal.
None of you guys are, especially him.
What's up?
He's asking if you lift, bruh.
Oh. There's his ID. He's enrolled.
So there you have it. There is a day in the life of Gage Grosskreutz, the guy who lost his bicep trying to shoot Kyle Rittenhouse in the face with a 40 caliber Glock. Yeah, obviously a troubled young man, been led down the wrong path, to say the least. Oh, and the other interesting thing about that particular incident, besides the fact that, as I say, 3 times over the limit, is that he was with the guy who was one of the defense's witnesses. So this guy, who's obviously a good friend of his, wrote a Facebook post saying, "I've heard from Gage, he's okay, and he said to me that his only regret is that he wasn't quicker on the trigger, because if he would have been, he would have emptied his clip into that kid." So yeah, I mean, we've certainly got a common theme here, which seems that all of the 3 people that were shot by Kyle Rittenhouse seem to enjoy inflicting pain on children. So anyway, I just thought you would like to know a little bit more about the mainstream media's latest golden child. And it's wonderful that they're bringing these gleaming members of society, these wonderful examples of modern day, young men. This is these are the people we should be listening to. These are the people that should be telling us what happened. Yeah, so there you go. Hope you enjoyed it, and many more things to come. I'll try and keep it varied because I know, one topic at a time can get a bit tedious. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like or comment. It helps in the algorithms. We are trying to fight them at the moment because, they're not really playing ball. We were talking about it on another show last night. But yeah, thanks guys, and I will see you again soon.
Winston stopped writing, partly because he was suffering from cramp. He did not know what had made him pour out this stream of rubbish